Hey man, I meant to send you an invite. It looks like it just randomly joined you. Sorry about that.
It's alright, how you doing?
Good man, just looking to grind out a couple W's if you have it in you.
Yeah, I can try. I had the last one, but I choked it away. It was kind of funny. I'm glad I caught it on stream.
Oh man, that'd have been nice if you'd snagged it.
No, it was real funny. I had a bow and arrow with like a pulse, so I kept hitting him, like pulsing them into the storm. But then one landed in front of me instead of at the guy, and then it pulsed me in the storm, and I couldn't get out of it.
Oh, that just sounds so wrong.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, I just meant like it's like only that kind of stuff happens to us. Like,
no, it was all right. I think I kind of blame it on just getting used to the new season and the kind of the physics of the new season.
it's definitely different, but I have to admit I enjoy it though.
So far, so good.
I think it's gonna let me watch, so we'll see. Alright, cool. Sweet. So I don't know if I told you, but we did get a winner for the box, so I'm going to probably ship it out Friday.
You hear that, honey? There was a winner for the box.
It was Pluto. We've played with Pluto.
Oh, Pluto won?
Yep.
It's somebody we played with before, honey. She says, "Oh, that's nice."
Oh, he's excited.
Yeah, actually, some guy on TikTok, wasn't it, honey? Oh shit! Here I am talking. Some guy on TikTok bought a box, and then he like did his own like reveal video for it, and like was advertising the store just for free to his followers.
You can't beat that, man.
Yeah, it was. Christina and I were just like, that's super nice. Like this guy just randomly doing it. He butchered the name of something. Well, what was it again, honey? Tonkotsu? Oh yeah, he Tonkakatsu. Oh, it was terrible. But great at the same time. My man was trying something new and different, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we had a good time. I think we just appreciate people just trying and then just like, for no reason other than just to be nice, like, put up a what is it called? An opening something? When people live stream, when they open stuff, what's that called? Unboxing.
Like an open box?
Yeah, like an unboxing of it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really nice of the guy. Completely unprompted, and he just did it because he wanted to.
Well, it's always, good to get exposure like that, any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that's Christine's point of view, too.
You know, and I'm sure Christine may not want to hear this, but like even bad press apparently is good. I don't know why, but they claim any press at all somehow is beneficial. I don't.
We should start like putting racist stuff in our boxes.
Yeah, don't do that. But
That'll get good publicity, good negative publicity. I'd be like, well, Matt Dilla told me to do this, so I don't know what you're He said any publicity is good publicity, so I took that to mean I should be really racist in these boxes.
but damn those white people, they are jerks.
He told me it was a good idea. I don't know what y'all getting upset for. Made sense at the time. Yeah.
But let me rephrase. That is not supported, endorsed, or condoned in any way, shape, or form. However, the saying has always been, any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
However, I mean, I'm sure nobody on planet Earth is going to say, oh, yeah, go ahead, be racist. No big deal.
But if you have people saying you're racist and you're not.
Yeah, that's actually really bad. Yeah, that's really bad.
Because people don't look at your brand. That's exposure. That's what the whole entire thing means.
I know what the saying means, but it's not always accurate,
One
though.
jackwagon being like, yeah, look at this company, they're assholes. Yeah, look at my company.
Oh, I got a balloon all of a sudden.
We're not assholes.
Ooh. Good thing about these balloons, don't make me stick out in a game where I'm not supposed to stick out.
Yes. I did die by somebody like that. I was like in the top 3, and then they flew over with 4 of those balloons and sniped me. I was kind of sad.
Yes, I can't, like, climb onto stuff, though. I have 2 now. This is not ideal.
Can you pop your own balloon or burst your own bubble, per se?
I think I can. But I'll wait to do that, I suppose. Nah, just... Oh yeah. Some motherfucker's over here healing. There he is. Where you going, bitch? Why am I going higher and higher up? People see this, right? People should be panicking with me. My wife is laughing at me. Okay, here we go. I'm descending slowly.
Hopefully you don't have a fear of heights, man.
I'm good. I'm falling very fast. If I keep going up, I die. This is not a good thing. Don't buy this perk. People who are watching my stream, unless you're really good at these balloons. Because this is just going to keep happening. There's somebody on that roof. Get this motherfucker. Oh, I'm caught on the tree.
Okay, so now it's just us on the internet. How do you think that meeting went?
Oh, the meeting?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you got what you wanted at the end of it, so there's that. Oh, come on! Shot him in the head with the shotgun. Yeah, whatever.
I guess he thinks he's the GOAT now.
Yeah, that's alright. So, in the meeting, like, I just take it as a win that you get what you need to see patients. And that's the most important thing. And we didn't have the cave by putting it on MDIA. And that's a win too.
Well, what I personally didn't care for is because when specific people didn't get their way, they started throwing your employees' names under the bus, started just making up other stuff, that wasn't relevant and tried to use it to their advantage. And they totally handicapped us. Like, they were telling us months ago they were going to build this, and then all of a sudden in this meeting they supposedly didn't say it. And then had all the access to the system, but then said we somehow own it and support it. I said, how does that work? Because I couldn't even install this today, but you're telling me I own this.
Yeah.
And then when, you know, they were bringing your employees into it, I'm like, you know, that's really messed up. They're not even here to speak to it.
For now, we got what we need. And I consider that to be a win.
Well, you'll never hear me argue that. You all right, Nick? Well, I did message who I had to see if they could help. Let's get this W. We got one earlier. Let's make it 2.
Let's do it.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to tell you. I just ended up remaking that graphic with my code in it.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good.
I don't think it looks that bad. I just kind of chopped it together. Is there something down here that I don't know about?
No, it's just it's a grayed out section of my map, so I just figured I'd land here. There's a building there.
Oh, yeah.
But that's about it. Might have screwed the pooch on this one.
Nah, here's a house. There should be a weapon.
Yeah.
Here, I'll hook you up with this.
Oh, you need it, dude.
Well, I mean, technically we both need it, but yeah. Okay, let's get dirt bikes. Oh yeah, and I got the super run speed too.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You left all these fruits on this bush.
I didn't know there were fruits there.
I thought I seen you pick one up. It does shield and it gives you super sprint.
Oh, I got one of those, yeah, but I didn't know it gave me shield.
It does do that, and there's like 4 or 5 on each bush.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kill some people now.
You put them in the hurt locker, huh?
It hurt me. This guy doesn't know what's coming. Except he might. Nope, run away. That was excellent.
Teamwork.
Somebody down there?
It was a supply drone.
Oh, nice. Oh, there's somebody right there.
Where did they run to?
Right here. Nice.
I do gotta admit though, when I told you earlier that I needed to talk to you about that stuff and you told me you already heard about it, I was kind of surprised.
Hey, man, like, it got all the way up to my boss, and, yeah. I didn't know anything about it. I knew there was I knew there was an upgrade. I knew, yeah, I knew that, but other than that, like, but other than that, I mean, I didn't know much else. And it all just became like, so my boss got reached out to by Paul Robinson. I don't know if you know that name.
Oh yeah, I do.
And so Paul was like, "Hey, this is going on. Like, what do you know about it?" And I was like, "I don't know anything about this. Why would I know anything about it?" Not to be like a prick, but just I don't know anything about it. And if it's going on at the stations, then you really should talk to the stations. And that's kind of how I left it. It's not for me to tell people how to do their jobs or whatever. So I had left it alone, and but then I asked Eric and Justin about it. Just say, hey, like, do you need any help? What's going on here, or anything like that? And then, just kind of, mushroom from there, if you will.
Oh crap! Here comes the
Storm. Not too far from the wall.
Yeah, because it's funny because, like, I kind of let it go all day because I had all this other crap that I had to do with IT because they had to install everything. Okay. And at one point, I just, like, checked in with them. I was like, hey, what's the status of this? Like, we were told that this was getting processed, this and that. And he's like, all right, well, there's still some issues with it. We need to get you and some higher-ups in your chain involved. And they were like, we're going to invite these people. I was like, some of these people are probably busy, but at least we get to talk about it. So just send the invite and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean, the associate director, one of the deputy director was on the line too. I thought that was pretty high up.
Yeah, it definitely was, because we kind of just were telling him, like, there's no reason we can't get this activated, and if we do it on our stuff, it's going to take weeks, no matter what anybody tells us, so. I said we either do this way and get this stuff working tomorrow, or we wait weeks for no real reason.
Yeah. And it's just a mess. And who is Scott, the project manager?
That's what he said, but like, I don't know how that
But
works.
disregard
I don't
that.
even know who he is.
That's an NPC.
These do health too.
Oh, dude, this is for you, man.
Oh, what is it?
Rocket launcher.
Oh yeah,
Best type of launcher.
yeah. I'm pretty wicked with these.
But yeah, it just became like a thing, and like when the associate director's on the line, and I feel bad for the associate director because they don't really understand the language that's spoken. Like he was saying, it's all like Greek to him, you know. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't know what to do or what have you. So I owe him an email tonight. Just letting him know what's going on.
Well, I'll just give you a quick rundown in case, like, because I know you dropped a little earlier, but basically what we agreed upon is it's going on IT server farm on a ITV land.
Oh, there's two people here. Oh no. Oh, there's one over there. Dude over there. Enemy over there. Dude over there. That's the wrong person, dude. Yeah, she's behind the rock. The enemy's behind the rock.
Good night.
That was unfair.
I mean, he didn't have to come fight, you know, he could have just stayed by himself.
That's true. Thank you.
Oh, I was just gonna... But you already had some.
I picked it up just now.
So, like, one thing I did want to pick your brain, right? Because that's exactly what I was thinking about before we got to this point. Looks like the storm's moving.
Yeah, sorry.
But, you were saying, like, typically people meet and, like, discuss responsibility and things like that. And
Yep.
how are these things typically handed off? Because we've never had them do this appropriately. So, I want to know what the appropriate way to do it is.
Yeah, throughout the entire conversation, I was just thinking to myself, this is why we need somebody at the Vision office, like a Vision desk, like more Vision people, to keep visibility on projects like this, because this just got out of hand, and somebody who isn't technical, like this Scott gentleman, it's the reason why I asked what his role is, because I wonder, does he have a technical brain? Is it all like clinical or like in any event? Dr. Desai, who I think was the chief of dental in maybe Lebanon, maybe Philly, one of those two stations. She had worked with Kim prior to Kim retiring about standardizing dental packs with Vision 4. And the decision, I guess, was made to go to my packs, which is fine. But after that decision was made, it doesn't look like there was any guidance from the Vision office on how to do things or how we're going to implement things or any of that. So it just became this big, like, you know, everybody's on their own again to make their own decisions. There was no standardization effort. And I think that because of that, you know, we're at this position now. In the future, whenever these, like, types of decisions are made, there really needs to be somebody who leads these projects from the Vision level to encourage standardization and make sure this kind of stuff doesn't happen again. That's me rambling about it.
Yeah, that would be nice to have that kind of support because these kind of battles are common, frequent, and just wears on us.
Oh yeah.
Tony just trying to.
Is that monkey too? No, that's not monkeys. But yeah, so like, like it's not right. Like, you know, where'd that come from? Oh, I see. I hit him a bunch. You know, it's just not right, and because of that, we get to these situations, and I really feel like there needs to be some sort of leadership at the business level to really make sure these things don't happen again. So I hope these new roles kind of offer that. I hope, I don't know.
Damn it.
Are there two or one?
It's two of them.
Where are they at?
Right up on that roof.
Oh, really? I don't see them. Whoops. If I knew where they were.
Yeah, they made sure they were well hidden.
Oh. I don't know what happened with this project. Like, I really just don't.
Well, the thing is, you can't be expected to have eyes on every site within the vision. Like, that's not even a reasonable thought.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so much frustrated with that. I'm more frustrated with the fact that, you know, this was a vision-driven initiative, you know? Like, somebody decided that PAX system, dental PAX system should be my PAX, and that's how it should be. And, you know, that's okay, but then somebody needs to see it through to the end and make decisions about how it's going to be and work towards getting to there for everybody in the vision. And that wasn't done. Like, just the decision was made and there wasn't any follow-up support for it. That's a frustrating bit for me.
Well, at least we can right that wrong now, and, you know, if you're asking for my input, I would try to emulate the way we did it today across the Vision, because to add MDIA to it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this one might be too far gone.
People follow rules. Yeah, that was a good joke.
It's a shame that IT is biomed twice whose responsibility is what I said earlier.
Well, it is a shame, but it's unfortunately the environment that we work in.
Right, and that's because people don't follow the letter of the law. There are too many things left up to interpretation. You guys need to communicate more frequently. Because at the end of the day, it impacts patient care, whether you see it with tangible evidence or not. Like I told you earlier, whether it's now or down the line, y'all should be communicating with each other, not fighting. There should not be arguing about whose job is what as to where it's who's going to handle what.
Well, unfortunately, those are very easily said, but very difficult to do.
It's easily said because too many people are focused on that's not my job versus that's, you know, what we can or cannot do.
Well, in this scenario, it's not the that's my job part. It's more of they're telling me it can't go here or it can.
Correct. I mean, if you, like you said, if you don't have access and somebody just, well, wham bam, take you in, give you access, you can't work on a project you're not aware of. But that's the whole point of communication.
Yeah, but you have to understand that like these things are layered onions, and there's not just one person. There is literally multiple levels of even just approvals, just to say, hey, this can hang out here, versus even who does it.
Babe, I understand it. I really do. But the problem is that you guys spend too much time arguing about whose job it is at you guys' level, because you guys are the one that has to do it. Like, I understand that. But the problem is that, like I said earlier, the upper management is not involved in delineation of workload. That's why these vision jobs are so important. Because it gives you an idea, it gives the upper management a job of, hey, this is a multifaceted job, like more than one person or department has access to it, can do it. It's not about who will do it, and then you have people fighting about whose job it is to do it. Well, technically, it's all y'all's job. And I understand that's what you're fighting about now, but it should never get to that point. Like, there's too many people working the problem. And I know it's not as simple as, oh, well, this needs done, somebody needs to do it. But y'all are arguing about who needs to do it when anybody that can do it should do it. And that should have been communicated way farther than today or this week or this month.
But yeah, but that's how the conversation even started, because
exactly.
It was supposed to have been determined months ago, and then people backpedaled on what they said.
Exactly, because they realized now they don't have the time, the resources, or the energy to do it. It's about, like I said,
hey, Ben, take a chug of this.
That is my biggest issue with the VA, is that they do not have the resources to serve their community. And when I say resources, I don't mean money. I mean literally the organization as a whole cannot serve their community.
We literally glitched into each other. Yeah, but you know, I've always lived by this philosophy, Nick. It's not the battle that you concern yourself with; it's the war. And at this point, we're in it to win the war, not to fight.
Right, but if you don't concern yourself with the war, you're losing the battles. Because guess what? This is the big picture.
Well, and that's what we're trying to do. That's what, you know, he was saying. Like, we're trying to standardize it, but the person that was at the paramount part of it had left. So
and nobody picked up that thing.
I mean, technically they did. They just threw it back in the fucking bucket.
Right, but that's my problem. There should have been somebody to pick that up. It should not have been just thrown to, oh, well, we'll fix it later, or we'll figure it out when it comes to it, because now you're to it, and now y'all are fighting. We should be working together.
We're not fighting, like I said. It's already done. It's established. It's getting fixed.
Because you had to force somebody's hand.
Well, I mean, what job don't you have to do that in?
You shouldn't have to force somebody's hand when it comes to literal lives on the table. It should have been much better figured out, because it's not like there are things that needed to be discerned prior to today. And I mean, that's not a negative on Biomed. That's not a negative on IT. That's a negative on the VA as a whole. They don't have the people or the capabilities to take care of the amount of population that they have to take care of. They just don't. the VA gets a bad rep for so many reasons, and from what I've seen in the past 5.5 years, the providers are good. They don't have enough. At least in VA Pittsburgh, anyway.
Yeah, I can't even get on anything like that.
Like, I can say that because I would consider Hines as a subdivision of VA Pittsburgh. I take patients to Oakland. I have never had an issue with the providers at Oakland. The only issue is that like people come from all over this side of the country to get care. A veteran should not have to travel halfway across the country to get care, and they do. We're the only people that do transplants on this side of the coast.
Well, I know that.
Yeah. Like people in Florida are coming up to us for transplants. People in Maine and Massachusetts are coming to us for transplants.
Yeah.
That's crazy. People from Minnesota and Montana are coming to us.
So, Ben, you see the new Avatar is going to be over 3 hours long?
Yeah. My wife's a big fan of Avatar.
Yeah, my lady is too.
Same. Cannot wait.
I gotta show you this thing that Ben sent me earlier, Nick. This dad had a project he was helping his son with, and it was a solar system project, and then they had King Kai's planet that they used for the project, and had like the scene and everything illustrated. It's so beautiful.
I watched Avatar while we were at Mom's house.
Dude, you piss off the NPC?
I did because they ran in front of it.
Bastard. Okay, I hit him again.
If you're gonna pretend to be good at the game, at least be good, please, because that was way too easy. It didn't even hit me.
Good. I killed the NPC.
Thank you.
No problem.
I thought it was gonna follow me.
He was.
I guess not.
He was following you. Just
A
didn't
little
see me
swim,
coming.
you know. But yeah, thank you again for attending and contributing today. I think it did help.
Yeah, sure. I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm just gonna... I mean, I have to keep my... people at my level informed of what's going on. But that's it. Just informed. There's no need for their interjection right now. So we'll just keep them informed and just take it from there.
Well,
I mean,
you
even
know,
if they tried to interject, there's nothing they really do.
well, and that's like the weird part about it, right? It's like they knew what they had to do the entire time, but they just were like, we're going to throw a temper tantrum and see how that goes.
Oh, I meant your like facility leadership, your associate director.
Yeah.
That's my boss. And you're like, hey, you gotta do this. And she's like, okay, I'll do this. But like, actually do it my way. Goodbye. See you later.
These motherfuckers with the goddamn hammer.
I've seen some people do some crazy shit with that damn hammer.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, it's like OP right now, but it's so fucking annoying.
Is it bad that I don't know how to use it?
A hammer?
No, you'll see. It's not a hammer in that sense.
I'll be using it if it was a hammer.
It's just ridiculous. I don't know. I think it kind of breaks the game right now. And hopefully they nerf it, because I'm just getting really sick and tired of it.
Nerf it. Nerf it.
Alright, I shot out a couple tires.
Fantastic.
What happened?
They hit me, and it did a lot of damage, and they got one shot
There are
off
people
that
like-
didn't hit me in.
There are two people trying to kill me. Come
I'm
on.
not trying to get under the bridge. Oh. Man, I don't look like it, but that was very hardly fought.
I just feel like it's different this season.
Oh, I mean, weapons don't even aim the same in this chapter. It's
Yeah, I feel like it's different.
completely different.
There's like a curve. Still trying to figure it out. I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely getting a lot more kills now with the re-engineered, whatever you want to call it, but other people are too, so.
Yeah, I guess. I'm still getting used to this.
I know. I can't do anything about it. If I thought I would.
Going back to Tron.
And trying something different.
So I guess another question I meant to ask you when you were describing it, I think we kind of got sidetracked. But does there need to be like a directive or a memorandum saying that we're taking responsibility for it? Because for other stuff around the hospital, that's typically how it's done.
Yeah. So if that kind of stuff's going to happen at the prison level, there needs to be a I forget what it's called. Code, not a code of conduct, but something along those lines, where it's written out very, very distinctly and descriptively who does what, and whose responsibilities are whom's, I guess, and it's signed by like all leadership. So that's all stuff that should have been done. Yeah, I just get frustrated.
Well, no, these are good things to know, because if and when, because it will come back up again with something else, I want to be able to say, look, this is the protocol that is supposed to be followed. This is what we'll have to do.
Get it in writing.
And get it in writing, because I don't... like what happened today. It didn't have to happen and shouldn't happen, so.
Yeah, but, for Vision type projects, that'll be what goes on. And I think at the facility level, something like that is, if it's not in place, it should be in place. And Wissinger should know that. And to a point, so should Ramsey. Mr. Ramsey, does a lot of like the day-to-day stuff. So, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that he wouldn't know. But I would think that Mr. Wissinger would.
Well, he probably does, because he made a comment that he was going to try to work this out, and he had a couple of ideas, but, he wasn't here today because he had taken PTO or whatever, and he was just saying to us, like, we need to get this done any way, shape, or form. I don't care how it gets done. And I said, okay, cool, I'll get it done, no big deal, we'll do it, and that's exactly what happened, but there's no, like, procedure for the local facility that I know of in writing, but it would make sense to do exactly what you said, but just the local level, and that's why I wasn't sure why they weren't doing it.
Yeah, I mean, so when you take like project management classes, one of the first things that they tell you when you do a project is you have all your stakeholders, you get them all in a room, and then you sign like a charter, for lack of a better word, and everybody agrees that, okay, this is the end goal, and these are the responsibilities for everybody. So like when you start out the project, that's like one of the first things you do. People take ownership of things. And, I'm not going to shit on people's project management skills or anything like that. It's just that that's something that should be done.
Ooh, a rocket launcher. Well, and see, that's exactly what I thought, because I took project management classes in college, but, like, obviously that doesn't translate to this, because this is not the same, but, you would think that, like, even if you don't have project management classes, there should be a delineation of responsibility, because, let's face it, you can't plan something if nobody takes ownership of it. So when you get to the time that the people are there to install it, you don't go, oh, I don't know who owns this.
There's a Beerus up there.
Let's take him out.
Got him. But yeah, I mean, so like, in a way, it is the same. There's you've got a goal, you're trying to reach it, you got a team, and there's going to be expectations and responsibilities.
That's why. Didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was going to say that's why I was confused, because it's like that would make sense how it should be done, and it just hasn't been. It was always some like backdoor meeting that none of us were invited to from other like clinical staff or Austin or whoever, and nobody ever had a good handle on anything.
There are people up there. Oh, crap a lot. How is that guy not dead? Oh my god.
Really? Yeah, I'm not buying that.
Whatever. I mean, I hit that guy pretty hard. I guess I was too far away with the shotgun.
Well, I was hitting Crapperot with a couple shotgun shells too, so it's like, you mean to tell me those all did nothing?
I guess so. Whatever.
Are you watching the match collapse, or? Okay, there you are.
Yeah, this is checking my phone. Alright, and that's it for me. I gotta get back to like actual work.
Oh man, it's no bueno.
It's alright. I promised the I don't know if he's the AD there or not. Like the assistant director, I don't know what the title is. Promised that gentleman an update. Because it's not Prachi I'm talking to, it's Alan something or other.
Yeah, he's. I think he's higher up in the chain at the other hospital.
Yeah.
Do you need me to help you clarify anything before you go, or?
I'm keeping it very high level. I don't want to drown him in details. I mean, he was clearly overwhelmed on the call.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep it simple.
Fair enough.
I think the most important thing to take away is that he knows that you guys are working on a remediation, and that's the most important thing. Like, I don't think he cares how the hot dog's made as long as it's made.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And that's where we're at now, so we should have something tomorrow with the vendors there, so
yep.
It all worked out.
Yeah. Is Wissinger back tomorrow?
I believe so.
Okay. I think I'll direct him to Mr. Wissinger.
Not a bad idea. I'll have to call Justin in the morning, too, and tell him what happened, because he wasn't there, so...
Alright, man. Good night.
Yeah,
good
man.
luck tomorrow
Thanks
if I don't
again.
talk to you.
Sounds good, buddy. Take care.
Take care, dude. Later.
Later.